Hey there guys, how are you doing? Before I go on with the interview, there is something extremely important that I feel like you need to hear. I was rendering the interview in order to post it on YouTube and I realized that there is something missing in there. So I decided to sit down and record this little intro just so you all guys are aware of this. Being able to just pack my bags and go to the Europe drum show in order to try to get interviews from my heroes like Eloy, Grayson or Eric Moore, it's something that's restricted to very few people. Obviously, not everyone can just go in there and try to get interviews from anybody, and turns out that I've been able to do it. And it's not something that happens because of what I do in the kit, it's something that happens because of your support to my work on the kit. On this case specifically, interviewing Eloy has been a dream come true, and it's something that I never ever thought was going to be possible. And I'll take it even further. I couldn't even organize the interview. I just packed my bags, my lights, my cameras, booked a flight, a hotel and a rental car, and I went there into the middle of Germany just to try and get something. But nothing was prepared and nothing was organized, and I had zero certainty. All I had was faith. And that faith and that strength doesn't come from me. Again, it comes from you. And I just wanted you to know, behind the screen, whoever you are and whatever you are, that your support makes these things come true. And in this case, it made my dreams come true. So whoever you are and whatever you are, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart. Not only for the support that you constantly show on my videos, but also for the support that you show getting hats, shirts, sign sticks, whatever, because that may be meaningless to you, but it allows me to have the resources in order for me to try and do bigger things like this one. And it may sound corny or whatever, but truth is I just don't care. I am extremely grateful for having you guys by my side, and it really gives me the courage and the strength to try and go to new places, do new things and meet new people. And I am super proud of having you right there as a part of this community. So I just wanted to record this to say thank you and to thank my team, Miguel, Ra and Chris, who turned this challenge into an adventure. And with all of that being said, I won't bother no more. Let's go with the interview. Thank you and cheers. Hey everyone, how are you doing? I'm pretty sure you recognize this guy with or without a mask. I've been totally fucking blessed to see him perform for the first time in my entire life. Yeah, with the, oh my God, the whole set list that you brought, which is way more than I was expecting because you brought a lot of your solo project with. I'm going to need help with the name of your mate.
Oh, it's Casagrande and Hannes.
Hannes. Okay,
Yeah,
this blew my mind.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
It was incredible. I've never seen anything like that. If you guys ever can catch Eloy close, please go. It's a terrific, fucking amazing act with
Hannes.
That's going to be complicated. And I'm blessed to be here and be able to share a couple of words with the man himself. I'm going to go through some questions that have popped through my mind after a decade of watching your video.
Oh, really, man? Oh my God, it's my pleasure to be here with you. Actually, I think we have been talking for long on the internet, but I never met you before.
Yeah.
So it's like really a pleasure to be having this talking with you. You made a huge impact on the drumming community. That's something that I tried to tell you before that. Because besides the way you play, the quality that you play, because you can play anything that you want, but you brought all that different stuff, the stick tricks, all that, smart things. And you brought a lot of people that they don't care, they didn't used to care about drums, and now they want to play the drums because of you.
Thank you.
So you made a huge impact on the drumming community.
Thank you.
Yeah, I believe that you made the drums very more popular.
Thank you.
That they are nowadays.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Because you were like the internet drummer.
Yeah.
but we know that you are a solid drummer. We can say that. We can see that when we see you playing.
You make me doubt.
No, for real.
Thank you.
Because sometimes you see a lot of people just doing like some stupid shit, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But every time that you play, it's musical. You can see that you're a very good player, incredible player, and you're doing like all of that crazy stuff. You know, so yeah. Thanks for we are very grateful to have you in the drumming community. It's very, very important to have you.
Man, right now I can sell anything. Yeah, I'm going to start selling cars or whatever with those nice words. That's the best.
Yeah, just give me a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all good, yes. 20%, that's fine.
50.
Yes. 50, that's
Yeah,
good, yes.
50 is fine. I want to know everything that there is to know about you. I've seen plenty of your videos and I've seen plenty of you playing. We all know what you can do, but I feel like it could be a nice opportunity to get to know you a little bit deeper. I don't know. So the first thing I'm interested about is, when did you start playing drums and how? Like a little background story of you, your relationship to the drums when you started. How old were you?
Okay, I started playing the drums when I was just 7 years old. Like my grandparents, I used to live with them, so they used to tell me that I was walking on the street and we just passed it in front of a music store, something like that, and I saw a drum kit and I wanted to go inside and start playing. And I also had a very Catholic family, so we were going to the church every Sunday.
Okay.
And that was the first time that I was able to sit on a drum kit and play it. It was in a church. And then after I had my first experience of playing the drum kit, I started asking my parents if they could give me a real drum kit.
Yeah.
So the first one that I got was a toy drum kit,
Okay.
like a very fragile, shitty one. And after 6 months, I destroyed it. So
Okay.
they bought me a real drum kit. So that's how everything started. But the funny thing is, when I started playing the drums, I didn't have any reference of drummers before. I just got very fascinated by the instrument itself, you know, but I didn't even know how to play it. I didn't know any drummers or bands. I just got fascinated by the instrument itself.
Okay.
That's different from most of the other drummers. You know?
Yeah. And did you have a teacher in the beginning, or were you just self-taught, experimenting with all the sounds?
Yeah, I was just experimenting for a while, maybe for 1 year. Okay. And then I started having classes with one teacher from Brazil, from São Paulo.
Okay. But 6 years later, it sounds ridiculous, brother. 6 years later, you win the...
Yes, I won the Modern Drummer and Discover Drummer contest.
What's the kind of practice routine that leads somebody that has been practicing for 6 years only to win a contest like that?
At the beginning, I was just actually having fun playing the drums. That was more like a childish thing, you know.
Okay.
I just want to have fun, play some just a few days during the week, but I was not actually playing every day and practicing the drums properly, or in a very serious way. But when I made 11, 12 years old, that's when I saw Achilles Priester playing the drums. He was also my teacher.
Yeah.
When I saw him playing in front of me for the first time, I was like, oh my God, I gotta stud, I gotta practice more drums, and I wanna be a drummer. So that's when I changed in my mind that, okay, I wanna be the drummer for the rest of my life. That's what I'm gonna do for my future.
Okay.
And then when I was 11, 12, I really started practicing the drums.
That's crazy.
I took it seriously, you know, like to be a job for my future. And I started also with 12, I started having classes with Achilles.
Okay.
So he helped me to achieve the Modern Drummer Festival. He was one of the guys that really pushed me and teach me a lot of different things, you know. So he was very important to my life, to my career.
Yeah, shout out to Achilles. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish to have him one day. He's a terrific player.
Oh yeah, he is.
13 years old, you have just achieved something that most of the people will not achieve during their whole lifetime. Do you feel that as a burden or as a responsibility, or is it something that motivates you, like, hell, I can do this, I'm fine with it? Or is it just like, now I need to live up to that level of exigence, you know, now I need to fucking be the best?
The thing is that everything that I play for, like, after a while that I'm playing the same thing, it gets boring for me. So I need to change my way of playing. Yeah. So that's why I'm always changing a little bit what I play, what I'm learning. So that's how I live it my whole life, you know. I just want to be a different drummer, a different person every day.
Okay.
So that's why I keep learning things, I keep practicing, studying,
Okay.
like the most I can, you know. But I never thought about, oh, I want to be the best drummer, I want to win all the contests. It's not like the purpose, you know. I just want to be the best I can today, and I want to be different from what I was yesterday.
Okay. Have you ever felt overwhelmed with the amount, because you've been a pretty busy drummer, and even nowadays you have an amount of work that would make anyone go crazy, not only in terms of playing, but also in terms of the amount of shootings, being on stupid podcasts like this. Okay. The amount of, it's a lot of stuff you need to pay attention to. Have you felt overwhelmed in the past and nowadays?
Oh yes, definitely it's different. It's different, but it's a pleasure to be here with you. It doesn't bother me at all.
Could be worse, right?
Oh yeah, it could be worse stuff.
Yeah, earlier.
So yes, man, I gotta say that a lot of things changed in my life for the last 2-3 years, but that's something that I chose to do, you know, and I really, sometimes I really don't care about what people are saying. They might say good things, they might say bad things, but I'm really focused in what I believe and what I want to do. And also I really trust in my family, my friends that are close to me. So I don't really care about people are saying. I'm very lucky that I have fans that they like what I do, apparently. But that's it. I'm just being honest with myself every time that I go on stage and play for everybody.
Are you happy now?
Yes.
That you have achieved everything that anyone could ever dream of?
Oh yes, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. But those things, they're outside of my happiness, what people see me public. It's different from what I feel. So I'm just happy playing the drums every day. That's my true happiness. You know, I don't care about media. I don't care about signature things. I know that we're going to talk about signature things
of course.
But this is also important, makes part of the business. But I'm really happy when I sit on my kit and I play it every day. That's the routine that I like to keep in my life. I have a studio that's very close from my house, from the place we live, and I go there almost every day to practice. Actually every day, because that's what really makes me happy. You know, to go there and just try to think things differently, try to play something differently, learn new things. That's what brings me happiness.
Yeah, and playing every day, and this is just my personal doubt, how do you manage to play every day with the level and the intensity that you deliver? Because he's the only person that can touch his ass before every rim shot. When you see yourself playing from the side, it's crazy. Every rim shot, you go like this, brother.
Really?
You deliver a couple of them during the show. So what do you do to stay in shape? You don't have any pain on the hands, on the muscles? Do you train?
Yes, I have my hands, they are pretty fucked up.
Okay.
You know, I have a lot of callus all over the place.
So do you train or something?
Yes, I go to the gym every day when I'm at home. When we start traveling, you know, it's way more difficult to go to the gym. But when I'm at home, I try to go to the gym, work out every day with weights. You know, I know that I don't look like as strong as you.
That you are super strong. Yeah, but you don't wear. You need to wear tighter.
I know. Yeah, I should. Yes, I should.
Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty.
Yeah, man. But the thing is that I have been playing the same way I play since I was 15 or 16 years old. Okay. So it makes more 20 years that I have been playing the same way with the same intensity. Yeah. Actually, I believe that when I was younger, I used to play with more power, with like louder, even louder, you know. But with the time, I learned how to get a better sound out of the drums without using a lot of power or strength. You know, like I learned how to be more technical, like to get the sound out of the drums instead of just smashing the drums. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think what really helps me is to go every day to the gym and play the drums every day. Okay. The way I play. And I have been doing the same thing for 15, 20 years.
Yeah. No injuries, no nothing?
Well, yes, I had some injuries in the past, but with the weights, the working out, I got rid of all the pains or of the injuries. Okay. I broke my leg also.
You broke your leg?
Yeah, I broke my leg like 3 years ago. I was traveling, I was touring with Sepultura.
But I'm super curious, you just said like, fuck it, I'll play with one foot. and it was the left one actually.
Yes, I had to play with my left,
Yeah.
my left flag for one tour.
Was that like something you said like, oh, yeah, I'll just do it? Or did you stop and think, oof, now I need to do this, I need to practice? Or were you like, no, yes, I can do it?
No, I had to practice for
Yeah,
that,
right? It
that
must be
way.
complicated.
Because I broke my leg in the US, I had to fly back home to Brazil. I had a surgery. They put a metal plate inside my leg. And then I had like 1 month to practice all the songs playing with my left foot, with my left leg. That was something that I wanted to do. I really wanted to do because we just post-pandemic,
Yeah.
like a few months
Yeah, yeah.
after the pandemic. You know, so I was like anxious to go back to the road and play the new record that I just did with Sepultura back there. You know, so that was a choice of myself. I chose to do that, and I had to learn how to play all the songs using my bad leg, weak. Yeah, but we had also to make like some adaptations for the set list. We picked just the songs that I was able to play using one leg.
Yeah.
But I was able to use my right leg, the broken leg, for a few songs, like 5 songs a day, 5 songs a night.
Okay. Okay. Being somebody as musically proficient as you have your solo project, not solo project, but you know, your own project with Hannes.
Hannes, perfect.
I got it. Yeah. How did that relation pop up? Like, out of all the people that you know, after years in the business, you went like, I want to play with you and we're going to do crazy things. How did that relationship appear and what was your criteria to pick that guy? Is he
nice.
super good or super musical, or what's the philosophy behind that union?
Yeah, very good. During the pandemic, we had nothing else to do. So I was posting a lot of videos on the internet. So I did something that I used to call it gems. I like posted like a drum groove for 1 minute, and the people were able to download the video, my drum groove, and write anything that they wanted on top of my drums, guitar, bass, sing, anything. So I did that several times, and Hannes, he sent me the videos every time that I did it, and very good videos. He was very smart, intelligent, and very musical with everything that he sent to me. So at some point, I was like, well, what if I call this guy so we can write a few songs together? In the beginning, I was just like, hey man, do you want to do like a few more songs with me? What do you think about the idea? It's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And then we started doing, and at some point we got like 6, 7, 8 songs. And like, what do you think about doing a project with me? You know, so that's how it.
When you didn't know him before?
No, I didn't know him.
It was like just internet stranger?
Internet stranger.
Ah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he sent me a lot of videos playing on top of my stuff. I like it every single time. He sent me video songs. I really like it.
Okay.
He played so well. Very musical, very beautiful choices, melodies. I really like the melodies that he does. He's an incredible musician.
Yeah, the last album that you dropped with him was Liminal?
Liminal, exactly.
Okay, are you thinking about another album or is that?
Right now, I don't know.
Busy, okay.
Yes, it's in standby project because I'm really busy with Slipknot, and let's see how it's gonna go in the future. How it's gonna be in the future.
It's fucking crazy. I've never seen you perform those songs live, and I gotta tell you, out of the obvious things that you were going to play, I didn't think you were going to deliver so many of the Hannes songs.
Oh, okay.
And they are ridiculously good. Ridiculously.
Oh, thanks, man.
You guys should check that out because it's fucking crazy. I thought I had seen you and everything you could do, but turns out I only saw 5% of what you can play. They are fucking complex. They have a lot of weird time signatures, and you're like flowing over them in a way that's. I could feel like a lot of Brazilian influences, and you were dominating those songs. That was fucking crazy. So if you guys haven't checked that out, that's probably the best version of this guy you're ever.
Thanks a lot.
No, it's crazy.
Means a lot. Thank you.
When you're improvising on top of those weird time signatures, how you do that? Because you finished the song yesterday, and you kept going in 5, 7, 13, whatever. I think just keep going, and you don't miss. You don't have a click. You just have a melody in your mind, and you keep going. And
I had the click track.
You have a click track when you do that? It doesn't make it any easier?
Like the drum solos, you mean?
Yeah.
No click track.
But
I was trying like the first song that I played for my project is called Unlikely. It's 5 tempos, but it's playing all quintuplets.
Okay.
So it's like 25 notes per bar.
Yeah.
You know, so I was playing that, and after that, I did a drum solo in quintuplets, but 4/4 in quintuplets. You know, so I was trying to make the drum solos a continuation of the songs that I just played. You know, and after I played another song called Estepario. You know, it has a lot of Brazilian influence.
Yeah.
And after that, I just did a Brazilian drum solo, more focused in Baião.
Yeah, I was getting that vibe, but I don't know anything. But I've heard there is a guy in your country, Isaac Jamba. I don't know if you know him.
Isaac Jamba.
Yeah, and he posts little snippets of, this is a bayao. So I'm trying to get familiar with it. And I was watching you perform yesterday, and I was like, I'm beginning to slowly understand this kind of music.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's probably the richest music, the richest country, the country with the richest music culture, sorry. It's crazy. Brazil has 10,000 of different kinds of genres of music, and they are all extremely hard. You are familiar with all of them. How did you mix the metal training that you have now with the power of your Brazilian education? Because you obviously have devoted a lot of time into learning Brazilian grooves. How do you mix them? Do you have a big background that you want to apply whenever you're playing metal, or does it just come naturally to you because you have performed Brazilian music for so long?
Oh, that's a very good question. Yeah, the thing is, when I started playing the drums, my first 4 or 5 years, I was just practicing learning Brazilian music.
Okay.
So that's something that makes part of my DNA.
Yeah.
You know. So when I saw Achilles playing for the first time, that's when the world opened for me for the metal industry, for the metal music. So then I started listening to heavy metal bands only when I was 12, 13 years old. Until then, I was just playing Brazilian music.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I can just separate from who I am. I'm just one person, you know. So every time that I'm playing metal music, somehow the Brazilian influence comes in.
Yeah, that's amazing, because you're not only being Eloy, you bring Brazil with you, and I think like that's something that you must be proud. And I bet Brazil must be super proud of you, right?
Oh yeah.
Because it's like there goes a little bit of us. It's not like you forgot. You can tell, and whenever you're playing, it doesn't matter if it's with Slipknot or with Hannes. It's going to be like, yeah. There he goes.
Oh yeah, then definitely. And we have so many different rhythms. It's very crazy to think about that.
Super complicated.
Yeah, and I remember that from the 13 years old, 12 years old, until I was 18, 19, I was very focused on playing metal.
Yeah.
And I transformed it a little bit myself. I was playing in a very robotic way. You know, I wanted to be sharp, fast.
Yeah.
And I was playing like a robot. And then I had classes with another Brazilian drummer. His name is Cristiano Rocha.
Okay.
And he's incredible drummer. And he like brought me back to my roots again. You know, I came to him like, man, I gotta play with ghost notes. I gotta remember my roots, all the Brazilian stuff, the different dynamics, nuances of the Brazilian stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, and he helped me a lot to mix the Brazilian thing with the metal.
Yeah.
You know, especially with the ghost notes, drum fills.
Yeah, he did
And he opened my mind a little bit regarding that.
You still keep in touch with him?
Yes.
Yeah, good friends?
Yes, very good
That's nice.
friends.
He
He's
was super proud of you, right?
Oh yes, Cristiano. He's a very grumpy guy, actually.
Okay.
Super grumpy.
Yeah.
But I love him so much.
Yeah.
He's like grumpy all the time. He's like, yeah. I was like, man, you just gotta chill a little bit, you know. But I love him. He's an incredible player.
Okay. Can we check them
Cristiano Rocha.
Okay. I'll write it
Yes,
later.
I can.
That's what we want to know. Yeah, the roots of the sound that you deliver. I want to ask you: have you ever felt like off in terms of drums? Have you ever wanted to just stop with all the touring that you've done? Have you ever felt like total burnout? Like, fuck, I'm done with this. Enough travel, enough whatever.
No, I never felt like that.
And you're just a power horse, right? You want to go through it.
Yes, maybe when I was 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
That's the time of your life that you have to choose what are you going to do for a living.
Yeah.
Especially in Brazil, we have like the people, like since my family, from like the beginning of my family, when you make 18 years old, you have to be working at some kind of company, you have to be a professional guy, you need to go to the university, to the college. But for me, it was different. You know, the musical career is quite different, especially in South America.
Yeah.
You know, it's very tough for you to succeed in the career. So I remember when I was 17 and I finished college and I had to choose to go to the university or to follow the musical career. I was like, what am I gonna do? I have to make money. I'm like 18 years old. I started having to pay my bills by myself, you know? So I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, music's not making any money for me right now.
Yeah.
So that was the only moment that I thought maybe of just, you know, doing something else.
Yeah, no, but that's good because you've been quite busy.
And then I started playing with so many different bands in Brazil. I was playing with 6, 7 different bands, metal bands, cover bands, you know, like doing parties.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. I was doing a lot of things. But then things, they were like, just started happening in my life.
Yeah.
I started playing with different bands. Andre Matos, that he was the former singer of Angra.
Yeah.
Gloria, and then Sepultura came right after that. So I was lucky.
I don't know you for long enough, but I don't think maybe that's the background that has kept you humble. I see you like a guy that's pretty chill, and you've been through the party gigs, probably making very little money, to very huge gigs. That's nice. Some people just get the huge gigs and they are like, yeah, that's me.
No, that never happened.
Yeah, I feel like you've put in a lot of work and you know both of the sides of the story, and that's something that I also wanted to mention, because some people on the video may look at you and they go like, yeah, this guy that made it. No. He went through all the shit in order to get here, and if you did it, somebody else can do it. Probably there's a kid in Brazil right now that in 20 years is going to fucking crash it, and he will be remembered just like you will be remembered. And
Yes.
That's super nice. I want to talk
Actually,
about
I don't like to talk a lot about that, because I don't want people feel pity about me, you know, feel like sorry for me.
No.
But that was the reality, especially in Brazil, South America. It's we have to struggle a lot to live through the music, to live by the music.
Yeah.
And at some point, I really thought about just giving up, doing something else, maybe like working something that I would get money instantly. You know, just a little bit doesn't matter, because music's not giving me any money.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
That's not that was never in my life the most important thing, to make money. But you need money to survive.
When you need it, it's priorities. You know? Yeah, right.
But when I decided to become a drummer, I was never thinking about making money. Of course, you never have that mentality.
No.
I'm gonna be a drummer and I'm gonna be rich.
Yeah,
that's something that
totally
they're not in the same place. You know, they're separate things.
Right. No, totally.
Yeah.
You've done your first share of teaching, right? You teach, and I'm not mistaken about that.
Yes, I use it to teach.
How does the perfect student look to you? Look like to you?
The one that pays for the class and doesn't show up.
Nah. See, do you have enough of them?
Yes, I had a lot of them. That was the best student.
Okay.
They pay and they never come to the class.
Okay, fine. That must be so
That's the best one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just joking. But when I was giving classes, some people, they were just there and they were not interested on learning the drums.
Yeah.
You know, so they were like just there, I don't know, doing what.
Yeah.
They were paying for the class and they're like, I didn't practice the last week, you know. Do you want to play the drums? Yeah, let's play a little bit. It's like, so what the fuck are you doing here? Go back home, you know. Let's go play video game.
It's a waste of time, of his time and your time, both.
Yeah, so like with some students, I was just talking to them. Sometimes we went to the bar in front of the school, have like a beer with them, because I didn't want to play the drum for practice.
Okay.
So the best student is not like the best one or the most intelligent one, but the one that is more focused, that wants to learn.
Okay.
That is in the moment of the class and wants to really give love to the instrument.
Okay. I have a couple more questions before we close this. The first one, I've seen you're pretty busy with the Roma guys. You've been presenting a lot of things. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I got no idea what you have in your hands right now.
Oh yes, that's my signature drumstick.
Okay.
From Promark.
This one I'm curious about.
Okay. Don't break it.
What would this be?
Yes, the
like
thing
a
is,
5B?
yes, it's very similar to a 5B.
Okay.
It has a very similar weight to the 5B.
Okay.
But the difference is right here. You can see that it has thicker shoulders.
Okay.
It's a little bit thicker right here, because that gives more attack when I play the rim shot.
Oh, but you?
No, yes.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yes, I'm not kidding.
Ah, fuck, you can tell. Like, I don't know if you can see from the camera, but it goes like a little bit. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
And you get more power deliver or something.
Deliver,
It's heavier on the
especially when I'm playing the rim shot.
Yeah.
This part of the drumstick gets in touch with the drum head and gives more low end for the drum head, for the rim shot.
Okay.
Yes. And also I changed the tip.
Yeah.
It has more like the form. It's more like pointy.
Yeah.
So I get more definition out of the cymbals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's really good for, articulation of the cymbals.
Yeah.
And and it has like also the raw finish.
Yeah.
Because I sweat a lot in my hands.
Okay.
So it helps me to
that's
hold them firmly. So that's it. I'm really happy with the drumstick, man, because it gives me like the right weight to play fast, but also to get the best sound out of the drums.
Yeah.
So it's not like a very heavy drumstick, and it's also not a very light drumstick. Oh, yeah, please feel a little bit.
I'm not playing. No, not in front of you. I will never play in front of you.
Come on, there.
Never.
Just
ever.
yeah, okay. Just
Never,
try a little
never,
bit.
never.
Let me know what do you think.
This is very heavy, actually. You can tell that there's something in there.
Yeah.
Are you presenting the pad as well? This is
No.
The pad is just whatever.
Yes.
I would be curious to try it on a cymbal to see how the definition thing works out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's yours. You can keep those.
Can I?
Yes. There's still a secret, but you can keep those.
It's still a secret.
Yeah, not a secret. We are like, this is like the Europe drum show. We just did the launch of the drum set.
Thank you so much. Oh boy, now it's a big responsibility. I got anything else like signature, whatever you're doing?
Right now I also have the signature pack of microphones from SE Electronics.
I saw the advertising, but you have a signature pack and everything?
Yes, it's a signature pack with the SE microphones.
Were you using them yesterday?
Yes, I was using those. They are the white version of the microphones.
Okay.
And they come also in a different setup in the case.
Okay.
You get one extra microphone for the bass drum if you have two bass drums, or if you don't want to use, if you don't have the second bass drum, you can use for an extra floor tom. Extra tone,
So the sound yesterday was delivered by those microphones.
Those microphones, yes, exactly.
That sounded.
Yes, and also those are the microphones that I use live with Slipknot.
Okay.
In all my different projects, I'm always with SE.
Okay, that's amazing.
Also, we are developing a signature cymbal.
Yeah.
And a signature snare drum.
Okay.
But I'm developing with Pisces and with Tala.
Okay, but that's a secret.
Secret.
We'll
Secret,
have it
yes,
eventually.
yes.
Then I'm just going to ask you one more thing. If you could go back in time and talk to young Eloy, what piece of advice would you give him to make his life easier now that you know everything that you've been through? You can ask, you can reply, or maybe it's like, I don't know, whatever.
Oh, that's I don't know what you say.
There must be something that you know that, I could have done this better. Eloy, do that.
Eloy, practice more.
No.
Oh, yes, definitely. Eloy, you practice more. You little shit. No. I would say, I don't know, it's very hard, man, because I don't regret of my career, anything that happened in my career before. That makes part of the process.
Okay.
And you learn a lot. But I would say just keep practicing and just be honest with yourself. Just trust your music, and you're gonna have a path to go. You're gonna find a way to do things, to live your life.
Yeah.
So that's it. Just like trusting your music, trusting your guts.
Yeah.
Trusting what you believe.
Yeah.
Never change that.
Yeah. It's good to know that you did everything right. Yeah, that you got no regrets. It's good to know.
Yeah. Like I don't have like regrets in my career, anything that I did wrong. Of course, I did a lot of mistakes in the past.
Yeah, maybe they were needed to make you the person that you are, right?
Exactly. Okay. But that's something that I tell the kids every time that I see kids and I talk to them. And especially nowadays with the social medias, the need of having attention, having followers. They're super concerned. Before than playing the drums, they are super concerned about the followers and getting sponsorships. And I never had that mentality. I wanted to play first, and then through my playing, through my music, I'm gonna be able to reach people, fans, sponsorships.
Yeah.
So just focus on your music. Try to find your way to go, your way of doing things. And then after, like much later, you can think about making money, sponsors, and followers,
Yeah.
You have to invest a lot before. Invest your time. Unfortunately, you have to invest money. Like for you to get better, invest in yourself and on learning new things, having classes with different teachers, and never stop practicing, of course.
Thank you so much for your time. I got nothing else to say, for real. Thank you so much, guys. This was the man himself, Eloy Casagrande.
Oh, I'm not. But thank you, Estepario. I have a lot of admiration for you. So
I do appreciate
it's an honor to be here.
I don't want to close the interview like that.
So yeah, fuck you, Estepario, man.
Fuck you,
Yes.
fuckface.
Yeah, fuck your fat face.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Brother,
man. My pleasure.
I do
Respect,
appreciate it.
brother. Respect.
Cheers, guys.
So good to be here, man. Wow. Hey, Estepario, how you doing, brother?